so today I have a really requested video. I've done two of these testing makeup videos before. I've done Revolution and Poundland makeup, and I got a lot of requests to try out some natural collection makeup. I ordered some from the Boots website. I don't know if you can see, but I have got a lot of things to try. So as the name suggests, I'm going to be doing a natural makeup look today. I'm not looking for anything extremely high coverage, otherwise I would have gone for a different brand. But yeah, hence why I have no fake tan on. This look is just going to be perfect if you want a natural look for school, or if you're just starting out with makeup, because this stuff is all $1.99. So yeah, if anything good comes out of this video, definitely suggest checking it out. So when I first started out with makeup, I actually bought quite a lot of natural collection, so I have a couple of bits that I'm going to include throughout this video. I did buy everything brand new, but I have a couple of things which I've loved and I have kept and repurchased over the years. But one thing that just did not work for me was their foundation. I do have oily skin, so that's most likely why. I know it seems to work on people who have like normal or dry skin, but for oily skin it is definitely a big no. So I picked up two concealers. Obviously this is the fair one and this is the medium one. So this is their liquid concealer. It's called Cover Up Cream, and I'm going to start with their lightest shade, Fair, and begin with my under eyes and just see where I go from there. I do have a couple of marks on my chin. They're not actually spots anymore, they've all gone completely flat, so they're pretty much equivalent to acne scars. So can't be incredibly sure how this would work on spots, but if you just want to cover up any marks, we'll see how it goes. That's everything I'm going to do for concealer at the moment, and then I'm just going to take my Real Techniques Beauty Blender sponge. This is damp, and I'm just going to pat this into my skin to blend it out. Okay, I feel like this is drying very fast and the sponge is not doing anything, so instead I'm just going to work with my fingers. Okay, so one thing with this is that it dries very fast, and you might be better off doing this in sections rather than doing your whole face completely, because this is really pulling on my skin right now just trying to blend it out. So it's actually a bit more thicker than I expected, and it has actually kept the coverage even though it did pull. So like I said, if you do plan on using this, definitely go in sections, not everything all at once like I did. Also realised I forgot to blend out this top on my forehead. I actually do like this though. I'm looking in the mirror and it doesn't even look like I'm wearing makeup. It just looks like my skin is very even. Since I did get a medium colour, I'm thinking to maybe try it out on the hollows of my cheeks. I don't know, this might ruin it completely, but since I got it, I might as well try it out and just see how it would work for cream contouring. I have a feeling it's a little bit too thick, but I don't know. It could do something natural. I'm using my sponge with this because I'm going in right away, doing one cheek at a time, but definitely I really needed my fingers on the first one. But yeah, if you do go in straight away, it does have a nice finish with the sponge, and I actually really like that. It looks very natural, so I'm going to go in on the other side and just do the same thing. If you do plan on doing this, I definitely suggest to do dots rather than a line, because that way it will just look a little bit more natural. But yeah, that creates a nice little contour. Like I said before, it is very subtle, so if you want something that's very discreet but still there, I definitely suggest checking this out. And then the next thing I have now is a highlighter stick. I thought I'd go for this because it is a cream product, so it's going to look really natural and it can just double up as a shimmery blush and a highlighter. They also had this in a rose gold, and I'm pretty sure the other one was like maybe like a brown or a golden colour. I am just going to go in and apply it from the stick. I think I might apply the other side with my finger, but okay, that's what we're getting. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's just done a little shape of a circle around my cheek. So far that hasn't really done much for my cheek. I have just swatched it on my hand, and as you can see, it does look very nice and shimmery, and it also looks really nice and lightweight as well. Maybe this would work a bit better if you had on a foundation to begin with, but I'm just going to apply it with my fingers now, and let's see if that turns out any better. Yeah, I like this more already. Okay, this goes on a lot nicer with your fingers. It gives you much more of a glow. Again, this isn't my favourite type of highlighter to use, but it is a cream highlighter, so it will stay in place for a while. And oh, I think that was a bit much. So I'm just going to do a second layer on here, and I am working with all the cream products first, and then I am going to set everything. So I think even if I do this blush a little bit strong, the powder will mute everything down slightly. Okay, I think that's enough blush now. I'm going to move on to my loose powder. This one just said it reduces shine to give a natural matte finish, and it's in the colour Neutral Translucent. One thing I like when picking a shade with this is that you could get a cool, a warm and a neutral. I'm just going to put some of this in the cap. One thing I will say about this is that this powder especially feels really cheap. The packaging of it does, because like I said, I like to pour it in the lid. But I mean, you get what you pay for in terms of packaging. So far the products have been really nice. Saying that though, I have like the packaging of the concealer and everything. So yeah, not going to complain, and I'm just going to go in and just mattify my face with this and set everything down. So this powder actually feels really nice, especially for $1.99. I think this would be one which would be really handy if you wanted to take it on the go. So if you wanted a cheap powder that you could put in your bag knowing it's not going to smash or anything, for $1.99 this seems to do a really good job of mattifying instantly. So once again, just checking up in the mirror instead of the camera, and everything just looks flawless. It just looks like my skin is genuinely healthy, but it really, you can't tell that I have makeup on. So the next product I've got is called Sun Tint Bronzing Powder. So it just looks like this. It doesn't have a shade. Oh, it does. It's called Golden Glow. And it just looks like this. So it doesn't actually look too warm or too orange. It does have some shimmers in it, but I would say it is a very true brown shade. With this, I'm just going to take my Real Techniques powder brush, I think this is called. It's a huge brush. And I'm just going to put that in there, tap the excess off, and ooh, that is pigmented. I'll blend that out in a minute, but I'm just going to go around the perimeter of my face and just go where the sun would naturally catch it, which for me is pretty much all over. When I burn my face, I just burn it all over. I'm also just going to run it down my neck slightly, and then I'm just going to check back up in my mirror, because I can never be too sure of the camera, because the camera's a little bit away from me. But yeah, that has definitely added a little bit of colour back into my face. Not like my face was dull from the products anyway, because nothing was extremely high coverage. But yeah, that's definitely added a little bit of something extra and just given it a more summery vibe. With this, I'd say a little bit goes a long way, but I can definitely see myself using this in the future. I might even try it for contouring when I have a bit more of a full coverage foundation on. But I mean, for bronzing, this definitely does a good job. Alright then, now for eyebrows, I have the Natural Collection Brow Kit, and this doesn't even have a shade in it. I'm pretty sure there was only one shade actually. I'm not sure though, I can't be 100%, so don't quote me on that one. I'm definitely someone who swears by pencils. There's so many great pencils out there. Even the one in my Poundland video worked very well, so I'm going to try this anyway. I'm not amazing with filling in my eyebrows with pencil, and it does come with this little brush. It's very small, but it does have two sides to it, which is convenient. And it also has a little gel inside here. We've also got a little brush, so I'm going to try and brush through my eyebrows, but this is very awkward since it is so tiny. I literally went to use this as a mirror then. What am I doing? Okay, so this colour isn't a complete match. I'm not sure how well it's translating onto camera. It's a lot more brown, and I tend to go for taupe or grey shades. If you fill in your eyebrows to fill in sparse spaces, then I could see how this would work for you, but I also like to bring my eyebrows a little bit closer together and just add a bit of an arch, because my hair does not grow in those places. And to do that, I feel like the powder isn't really sticking to my face. Okay, I definitely think my skills of filling in my eyebrows with eyebrow pencil is definitely at fault here. They both look extremely terrible. If you watch any of my other videos, this is not the shape of eyebrow I do usually go for. So I am just gonna go back in with my cover-up cream and just sort this situation out a bit. Okay, I'm finally done. With this, I'd say if you have had practice filling in your eyebrows with eyeshadow and you like doing it and you can do it well, then I wouldn't say no. Okay, so moving on to the eyes, the mascara I bought was the lash length mascara, but I also had one in the house which I got probably like last year. I think I bought it last summer just as a waterproof mascara, and this is the Water Guard mascara. It doesn't do anything amazing for your eyelashes, but if you do want something on, it is very good for the price. And another use I like to have for this is just to use it on my lower eyelashes, because my eyes seem to water a lot, and for my top eyelashes I do like to use my regular mascara, but my bottom eyelashes, ooh, this does come in handy. Okay, so I came into this not having very high expectations for this mascara because of the price and because I've never heard anything about it before. But this does such a good job of lengthening. Like, I seriously can't get over this, and this is only with one coat. I do only use one coat anyway, but this definitely looks like a high-end mascara on my eyelashes right now. I can't get over what a good job that has just done. And one thing I did want to mention as well is that I know I have no eyeshadow on, but I did just want to keep this look very fresh faced. And if you usually watch my videos, you'd know that I do like to go for a winged eyeliner, but they didn't sell any eyeliner, and I'm quite surprised they didn't do a pencil eyeliner, because I don't know, I thought they would. Maybe not a liquid eyeliner. I definitely thought they'd have a pencil. So moving on to lip products now, I do actually have three things. The first one is a lipstick that I bought back in year 7, so literally 7 years ago. This has probably gone off unless I've repurchased it. To be honest, I've probably repurchased it. This is in the colour Rose Dead, and as you can see I have hardly any left. It's also one of the Moisture Shine lipsticks, and this is a very natural colour. It's almost a My Lips but better colour. I absolutely love this and used to wear it all the time, but since I know it works well, I decided to get another lipstick, and this is called Fig Leaf, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a nice brown colour. Another thing they didn't have was lip liners, so maybe they're just not big on pencil products, or they just like to have minimal products in their range. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in for this now. Okay. I don't think this is going to be a colour that suits me. No, this does not look good. As you can see from the bottle, not a bottle, what's it called? A bullet. The colour looks very dark, and on my lips it completely washes me out. It does me no favours whatsoever, so I don't think I'm going to stay in this one. I have actually got a lip gloss, and this is their clear one. I used to love this so much, and in the end I ended up putting it over lipsticks, and it did get some like colour in the tube. I'm pretty sure I ended up finishing the tube anyway, but this is amazing. I'm gonna see if it still has the same scent. It used to smell exactly like vanilla, so oh, it does. This colour though is just not flattering on me at all, so I think I'm going to go back in. Oh, it's the same colour. No, I meant to find the other one. I think I'm going to go back in with Rose Dead and just put this on my on my lips, and then I'm going to go in with the gloss. I much prefer this one, and since it is so glossy and so moisturising, I haven't actually gone in with the gloss. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this on, and once I notice it begins to come off and it comes off completely, I'm going to record what time, and then I am going to go in and put on the gloss. Hopefully this will hold it well, and when I do my next check-in it will still be on. But yeah, I'm going to go now, so I'll catch up with you in a couple of hours. So I'm back. Please ignore the hair situation. I've been wearing my hair up and I've just taken it back down for this video, but I'm going to try and make this as short as possible now. So starting off, I've got my 3 top favourite products. I'm a mess before I've even started, but the first thing I wanted to talk about was the eyebrow, because I know in the video I was a little bit unsure about it, but to be honest, it has worn so well. I didn't actually use the gel because I really don't think I need it in my eyebrows. My hairs are quite tame as it is. The powder itself has stayed on. My eyebrows look exactly the same as when I cleaned them up before. So yeah, I do really like this, and like I said, if you do like using powder, definitely give this a go for $1.99. And then I have 2 more things. The first one is the highlighter stick. I wouldn't necessarily call this a highlighter, especially because it's very pink. It's called Coral Glow, and it definitely just gives you that glow. Still, I have a nice sheen on my face. It doesn't look greasy, and it just looks nice and natural. Again, the colour just looks like a nice flush, so it just makes you look healthy. So I really do like this, and if you want to use this out, definitely I'd suggest using your fingers and do it before all of your powder products. And then the last thing I have, which is just one of my favourites is the mascara. It's called the Lash Length Mascara, and my god, it gives you so much length. I also put this on my lower lashes, and like I said, a lot of mascaras, even high-end, always smudge and give me a bit of darkness down here. This mascara has not done that, so yeah, so pleased about this. For the concealers, the medium one is held up nicely with the contour. It kind of just blended in with the bronzer and with the highlighter stick, which I liked, and it looks absolutely fine. The fair shade, which I did use underneath my eyes and on my spots, has not held up well. All of the red spots that you can see have pretty much come through, and just underneath my eyes you can tell I'm wearing makeup, so it has gone a little bit cakey, especially when I added extra powder on it. For this, unless you want something that looks very natural, extremely lightweight, and it doesn't really wear well, so I don't know if I would suggest this. Definitely not without a foundation, I wouldn't suggest this. If you want to try anything, I would recommend the one from Collection, and I'm pretty sure it's like $2.99 or $3.99, so not much more expensive than this and much higher quality. Onto the lips, this fig leaf colour was absolutely terrible, did not suit me at all, but I did wear the rose dead colour and this lasted really well. I noticed at the 4-hour mark that it wasn't on my lips anymore. At the 3-hour mark it was, but I did eat my meal at about the 3.5-hour mark, so I think it just came off then. But that's normal, especially when the lipstick's not matte, but I am impressed with this. It's very hydrating and the colour pigmentation was amazing. And then, like I said, with the gloss, I did put this on when the lipstick came off, and it's still on now, so I've had this on my lips for about an hour and a half. Still extremely glossy, smells amazing, and works well on its own as well with the lipstick. So if you want a clear gloss, definitely check this out. If I could compare it to anything, it would be the Chanel gloss. I've tried glosses from Benefit and Estee Lauder, and this one, it definitely compares. It's much better than the ones from Benefit and Estee Lauder in my opinion, and $1.99. Like, if you want a clear gloss, you cannot go wrong with this. I also have the bronzer, which I enjoyed and I'll be wearing again, but apart from that, that is all of the products that I had. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please do give it a thumbs up because it does help me out a lot. And also feel free to leave comments down below, and if you have any more suggestions for any other makeup brands you'd like to see me try out, feel free to leave them down there too. But yeah, that is everything, so thank you so much for watching and have a nice day. Bye guys!